Namaskar viewers, hello and welcome to Sansad TV. I am Tina Jha, you're watching Perspective. On the show today, we are going to discuss a landmark moment in India's digital journey, the 11th anniversary of the Digital India program. Launched in the year 2015, the Digital India program was not just a policy initiative. It was a bold vision to bridge the digital divide, empower every citizen, and place technology at the heart of governance, economy, and daily lives. 11 years on, that vision has become a powerful reality. From digital payments to e-governance, from rural internet penetration to global digital diplomacy, India has emerged as a front-runner in digital transformation. Over 1.3 billion Aadhaar enrollments, the massive success of UPI, the JAM Trinity, the rise of homegrown apps, and the rapid scaling of digital public infrastructure. All of these point to a digital revolution that is not just inclusive, but uniquely Indian. Today, Digital India is more than a policy initiative. It is the very architecture of New India. It is enabling self-reliance, nurturing innovation through startups, powering next-gen technologies like AI, 5G, and quantum computing, and positioning India as a global tech powerhouse. To talk about this phenomenal transformation, I am joined by two esteemed panelists who will help us reflect on the milestones achieved in 11 years of Digital India, assess its transformative impact, and also explore the possibilities that lie ahead in India's digital future. I'm pleased to welcome on this edition of Perspective, Professor Unnat P. Pandit, Professor of IP, Innovation and Entrepreneurship, Dean of Atal Bihari Vajpayee School of Management and Entrepreneurship, Jawaharlal Nehru University. Professor, thank you for your time. Welcome to Sansad TV. I'm also delighted to welcome Dr. Utpal Chakrabarti, co-founder and Chief Technology Officer, Indic AI. Dr. Chakrabarti, glad to have you with us on this broadcast as well. Professor, let's begin the program today with you. So the government is marking the journey of Digital India as the digital decade, highlighting, of course, the remarkable progress in its journey towards becoming a digitally empowered society, also a knowledge economy to say. If you are to assess this transformative impact of the Digital India program, what would be some of the most remarkable outcomes that you would like to talk about on the 11th anniversary of Digital India?
This is a time to celebrate the 11 years of a success, which has put up a strong foundation for bringing the transformative journey towards achieving the Viksit Bharat. All the steps which country has taken up, either through Aadhaar or through offering the banking access or the kind of a data which we have tried to manage, this has created a strong foundation, and on top of it, the digital access in the country has offered the last mile connectivity, and this has transformed with the innovation in the governance also. If we see the COVID, the vaccination drive, each and every individual's data which is managed, which is preserved, and we have the digital archive of this data. The CoWIN app, we have not just developed this app, but we have also done the international diplomacy, offering this innovative solution to the rest of the world. One more aspect which is equally important for each one of is the financial technology. Right. Each and every citizen has the access to the banking, and this is linked with the uniform payment gateways. UPI is the biggest innovative intervention which was possible as part of the glorious journey of a digital India. Each and every small shopkeeper has the access to the digital payment gateway. More transparency and more enabling the access towards the development. This is the best mode of the government initiative to create a strong foundation for the Viksit Bharat. I think this is one of the glorious success and creating the strong foothold on achieving the foundational success through this program.
Certainly. How has it transformed? The innovation system is also something that we'll discuss in due course of the program. I'll come to that aspect in just a bit. But Dr. Chakrabarti, so this India's decade that we are celebrating today, what for you have been the key drivers of this remarkable digital transformation that we have seen over the last 10 years? Something that has got the world not just talking about us, but also taking inspiration from us.
Yeah, thank you. So I think it is clearly visible today. So if you go back to around 12 years back, and if you see it today, so I think this is quite visible in many areas. I think Professor Pandit has already touched upon a couple of areas, so I'm not going to repeat those. However, on the technological front, if you talk about like the AI mission, okay, the India AI initiative, which is something very significant in terms of a country like India moving towards being a AI superpower, right? So that's something that we are trying to achieve. The quantum mission, National Quantum Mission, which we have started, and already RFP has been floated, and there are many educational institutions as well as companies who has participated in this mission, quantum mission. So these two missions, I think these are significant in terms of bringing the cutting edge technologies, okay, along with digital. So definitely all we talk about Aadhaar, UPI and all those things are there definitely, because those have become some kind of a backbone of our nation, backbone of our economy. But at the same time, I think the upcoming missions, India AI mission, the National Quantum Mission, and the digital, the compute that we are providing to all the AI startups, okay, to develop sovereign AI models, okay, like ChatGPT of India. So these are also our great missions are going to impact a significant part in the development or the technological revolution of India.
Okay, Professor Pandit, I'll come back to you. And since you're also referred to as the innovation guru, this is a question about how Digital India has enabled and strengthened India's innovation ecosystem. So there's no doubt that this program has created the backbone for a vibrant innovation ecosystem in this country. But help us and our viewers, perhaps if you could take us through how has this infrastructure empowered the startups, the entrepreneurs over the past decade in the country? How has it enabled them to not just dream big, but achieve big?
See, it is clearly evident that we have the rise in the patent filing. If I quote the reference of our annual report, then in last 10 years, if I cumulatively, Digital India means electronics, communication, IT. If I combine all three, then we have the highest number of a patent filing happening in this particular sector. So this is a clear evidence that the Digital India has enabled the creation of a new invention.
Right.
And this invention is not just happening on a commercial front, but it is protected also in the India for commercial utilization. Now I would like to refer here the case wherein I have referred the digital payment. Now, UPI is one of the biggest intervention which in the fintech sector which has happened because of the enablement of a Digital India. The National Payment Corporation of India has a 5 patent application, and this is providing a platform of a UPI interface, the most secure, fastest and most enabling payment gateway. Even the multinationals who came out with their gateway, they launched this UPI gateway, either the Google Pay, WhatsApp Pay, Facebook, or maybe a Amazon Pay. The interface which is happening through UPI. And this was initially launched as a BHIM app by Honorable PM. But now, in India, for the digital payment, this is one of the standard which each and every digital payment gateway companies are enabling. This has made our life easy. either the ticketing through IRCTC, making a payment, it has just scan and make a payment, or just add your UPI ID and make a payment from your mobile. This is something which is possible because of the enablement of a Digital India initiative. Either we have created a unicorns like a Paytm or PhonePe. They have started with the novel solution, and now they are the unicorn companies. They are giving the job opportunities to the few thousand or few lakh people. The startups are enabling all this. This is something which is the biggest innovative disruption made by the government through Digital India. Certainly. And this 11 years of a success is something which is opening the doors for next 2 decades of a journey in Viksit Bharat.
Absolutely. There's no doubt that UPI has revolutionized the real-time payments that are taking place in the country. But a related question, Professor, how have platforms like the Startup India, if we combine it with Digital India, how have these platforms accelerated innovation, IP generation in India, particularly in the Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities?
We have to understand the kind of enablement which government has created for offering the opportunities to the youngsters in this country. The Startup India initiative, when it was taken in 2015, and now we have almost the equal time frame, 10-11 years of a success in this. The youth has been given the opportunity to find the solutions to the local issues. Whether I have talked so much on the fintech sector, but healthcare is also one of the prominent sector. The Asha Anganwadi workers have the tab in their palm, and they are taking the records of the local household health. And this is again offering the connectivity through the digital access, preserving this data also. So on health front also, we have maintained the intervention through the Digital India. The startups who are innovating a novel solution and offering their solution. And for sustainability of this startup initiative, government has taken up the incubation support, either through Atal Innovation Mission or DST, DBT or MIghty related incubation support system. They have allowed a unique challenges and offer the solution for these challenges. The IDEX is one of the biggest disruption in the defense innovation sector, and with the enablement for startup opportunities, the way the Minister of Defense has given, we all are witness the way they are contributing in the development of our journey. So this is hand in hand. Maybe a Digital India and Startup India is the two sides of a developmental coin, which is offering a decent pathway for building the strong element of our Viksit Bharat.
Certainly. In fact, the government data says the digital economy, which contributed 11.74% to the national income in 2022-23, is projected to now grow 13.42% by 24-25. And it is driven by advancements in artificial intelligence, cloud computing and digital infrastructure. Dr. Chakrabarti, I'd like to take a question related to that. AI, we understand, is now integral to governance, service delivery, also citizen engagement. How do you see AI and Digital India converging to shape smarter governance in the next decade? We are celebrating 1 decade of success, but our journey over the next 2 decades will be decided from here on.
Yeah, so AI and other digital technologies, in fact, they are converging. And you can see applications and solutions coming up which are amalgamation or combination of multiple technologies, and of course AI being an integral part of those applications. So now with the data ecosystem that government is building, with data from the government and all other sources, even public and private, and along with that the AI capabilities that government is building in terms of providing the access to the compute, to different startups and also government agencies and academia. And also the governance or the policies, because it is very essential that when you do something on AI, you have to also do it very responsibly. So the policies plays a major role. So the protection policies like DPP and all other things has also been incorporated into the ecosystem. So what I can see is in coming years, definitely we'll have a lot of sovereign AI models, whether in the form of LLMs, large language models, or small language models, okay, because those are going to be the game changer when we talk about the automation or behind the scene of agentic AI. So now agentic AI is very popular, but the brain behind the AI agents will be the small language models, which are like specific to a particular domain, specific to a particular task. And we'll see a lot of these small language models, which are of our language, okay, which understands our language. It is customized or Indianized to the Indian context. And these models are going to be the behind the scene of these agents, which are going to be used for all kind of automation that we are going to do, whether in government, building some application in the government for doing some kind of automation, or in the private sector. Now coming to the other aspect is basically even AI and quantum is also converging, right? And many of the countries are working very aggressively on the quantum technologies. And when I say quantum technologies, there are a plethora of areas which comes under quantum technologies. It includes the quantum computing. Of course, this is something very significant, but also it requires a huge investment and time and R&D research. But along with that, there are some low-hanging fruits like quantum communication, quantum secure communication, or QKD, basically quantum key distribution. Then areas like quantum sensing, okay, and quantum security, and QML, quantum machine learning, which doesn't require much of an investment and all those things, right? So it is a different version of AI or machine learning, which can be developed and run on a simulator, and then quantum simulator, and then can be deployed into a quantum machine. So although this is a little bit futuristic, because we are still waiting for a full capable quantum machine to come with good many numbers of qubits, pure qubits, which can solve some real world business problems. But this is very important that as a country, we should be investing on this journey.
Certainly.
Quantum.
And Dr. Chakrabarty, I'm curious to know, as CTO of a company that describes itself as at the forefront of technological innovation, as a company that is blending artificial intelligence and also aiming to blend futuristic technologies with software solutions, catering to the needs of the Indians. Help us, or if you could share with us some real world impact of perhaps AI powered tools in bridging the urban-rural digital divide in the country, especially in key areas of and especially social sectors like education, healthcare. Also, if we can include agriculture, because these are areas where we've seen significant transformation, but we are also hopeful that futuristic technologies will add or accelerate that transformation.
Absolutely. I think starting with the education, because this is an area I think which is untouched by AI to a certain extent. Okay, so there are very less real AI applications which is happening, but if you see the capabilities or possibilities, it's enormous. So in AI, in education, probably AI can transform many areas. Okay, and now there is a buzzword today which is going on is personalized learning. How I can understand the need of an individual learner, and I can curate my content, or I can dynamically create my content to the need of that particular learner, right? And this is possible with the AI today, or generative AI, if we talk a bit specifically. There are some applications which are coming on, which are basically personalized learning and adaptive learning. Okay, wherein each learner will get a learning path. Okay, for them to learn any particular subject. The AI engine will understand the weaknesses and strengths of an individual, and it will deliver the content according to the need of that particular individual. So it is actually a hyper personalization. Then the other areas in education are essentially how we can generate different kind of assignments and do assessments with AI, because if you see the ratio of teacher versus student in a country like India, it is like probably one teacher in 500 students, right? So now how I can free up some of the bandwidth of the teacher so that AI can be a helping hand for the teacher or the professor for doing some of the activities, right? So that is another thing. And also a lot of analytics, which will make us understand, like, this particular student is good at this thing, and this is his passion. So how we can drive him to those domains or those areas, right? And this again includes into a lot of things, into startup and all. Going into healthcare sector, this is also an area where there are enormous opportunities coming, starting from predictive health maintenance or predictive health to different kind of diagnostic things that we are doing currently can be much more effective if we use different types of AI here, like computer vision being one, which has already been used in many of the countries, like to identify different diseases like cancers, retinopathy, and all other things. Okay, so where computer vision plays a very significant role. In agriculture, so already there are some technologies which are helping, like drones and all other things, but detection of any kind of diseases of a particular crop, okay, which is very much possible today. Or even how we can help farmers in terms of in their own vernacular to take any kind of guidance related to their farming, right? So that is also, and then the areas like fertilizers, like getting short-term and long-term loans for different kind of business. So enabling the farmers with some tools which really they can use without any kind of intermediary in place, right?
Certainly.
In their own language, in their vernacular.
So India, there is no doubt we've rapidly advanced in cutting-edge technologies to strengthen our position now as a global innovation hub. Professor Pandit, so looking ahead now, how can we further align our innovation ecosystem with global standards at the same time that we maintain inclusivity, we maintain affordability, because that's been key to our transformative success in the past decade. Something that Digital India has achieved remarkably well, but we need to continue it further in the next decade as well.
I think we need to have a focus on designing the innovative solution, not just for India, but become a global hub of all the digitally accessible solutions which we can provide to the world. And that has been the core developmental pathway for India, that we will not just have the solutions for India, but we will have the diplomacy, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which is our G20's theme, and this is getting realized through the Digital India mission also.
Right. And
country is having a transformation from labor-based economy to the knowledge-based economy. My friend Dr. Chakrabarti ji has mentioned about various solutions in diversified sector also. We need the policy, right kind of a policy intervention in AI-driven solution. When there is a good thing, we also need to strategize the challenges which may foresee in this developmental pathway. The kind of accuracy, the kind of quality which we may need to control. The data which are generated, it should have a reference citation. All these will be required to offer to the community and let them judiciously utilize this AI-driven solution. That would be, I think, biggest intervention which we foresee in next coming years, and the development will get streamlined. whenever any technological development which is happening, it will have a sharp peak upside, but then it will get stabilized and it will neutralize towards the stable and sustainable development.
Absolutely.
And whenever stable and sustainable development is happening, it will take care of the cost and access of these solutions at a mass. That will be the economic developmental phenomenon which is going to get achieved in next coming few years.
Okay, Dr. Chakrabarti, to wrap up the conversation, you've already elaborated about what our efforts should be going forth. But if we are to summarize, what should be India's next priorities as we move into the next phase? Because so far, from Digital India, we now want to move towards a developed India by 2047. So, powered by AI, powered by machine learning and emerging technologies, what should be the top 3 priorities going forward?
I think definitely the top 3 priorities will be building that robust data ecosystem, bringing AI into place, quantum and blockchain definitely need to be there into different strong use cases that we already have, and the startup ecosystem. Of course, now, I mean, even people are talking about defense startups, right? So this is also important. Okay, how we can even bring some innovative defense solutions into more and more defense startups in our ecosystem, right? AI startups. Okay, already we have got a lot of AI startups, and we need many more AI startups, and of course the quantum startups are coming into play, and the collaboration. A very right kind of a collaboration among the government, the private players, the academic institutions. This kind of a collaboration in R&D, research, and also building meaningful and impactful solutions, I think is going to be the future of our digital journey.
Certainly. So, digital advancements over the past decade have created new opportunities, have boosted innovation in the country, have brought India to a position where, we are one of the leaders in the global digital landscape. But the journey isn't over yet. We have to accelerate our efforts and initiatives that will propel us towards a Viksit Bharat by 2047. Thank you, Professor Pandit Dr. Chakrabarti, for joining us on the program today, sharing your insights with us and our viewers. To you viewers, thank you very much for your time as well.